Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. What is this? So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Hey, check 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the Panthers coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Wentz forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in position. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working from the gun, Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now Wentz being chased out left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons are in for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Flushed out right. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a lead.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop it for a loss of nearly 20 yards.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And taken right on the 30. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Steps away to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. 58.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. But he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
82.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Liz 5-3, Liz 5-3. Gray 15, Gray 15.
Wentz now on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now on first down. Buying time to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 and also the first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Rodgers being chased out left. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Akeem Hicks in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On first down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Gurley again here on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Wentz. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. 82. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Coleman. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
319.
Rodgers now on first down. Buying time to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
That's fine. Yeah.
This is Cohen on the toss. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's back to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
81, 81. 82, 82.
They'll look to throw. Out to his left. That is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
81.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Trey 15.
Back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just 1 point completion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Now a desperate. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Run. Go.
Now Wentz. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Back. Back. 20. Go. 82.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Dancing to his left, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Atlanta, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rest keep me up on the ocean. And I showed them, you got a vision, you got the picture me. Pacific ice, I'm an ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never love me. My diamonds, they dust. My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah, Rex on her. Yeah, B-Rex better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, come around. Yeah, whole squad. Yeah, squad go ready. Yeah, make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah, Farrakhan glass for the trolls. Yeah, you can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Ooh, you. I shot it pulling up, but it's real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rest keep me up on the ocean. I had a in my shoulder, you got a vision.
You gotta picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I send a new bay alert. Don't be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rest keep me up on the ocean. I had a in my shoulder, you got a vision. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, ooh, you. My shawty